No, you good. It's good. Start. No. Nobody wants that, yo. Nobody should be drinking shoe other than you.
It's good. Dig out.
Everything with religion.
Just got to fade it out. That's
All about the same radio.
Gotta keep going, bro. You know how it
Word
works.
wonder, storyteller.
You know?
God,
Here you go. Just go down, but out.
the perfect combination of knowledge and wisdom, confidence and precision, a warrior over rhythm, talk everything but religion. Word wonder, a storyteller, a measure of how we living for the culture. Hip hop, not for brothers that flip flop, honor, love and integrity, taking it to the tip top. Not your average disc jock, stay prepping in town. Virginia born and bred, so we taking it now. That is official, no matter our strike, the blow the whistle, be the warning. Soundboy burial, breathing morning, instead of talking that nonsense, speaking something important. The power of using your voice to make the right choice. I'm only saying, when words are your weapon, how do you play it? Amazing how I come across God in the lost. God K.E., the lyrical messiah is sharp. Boy wonder, a storyteller, they setting it off. So make damn sure you tune it into EBR and it's real.
Sit down.
Everything but religion. Oh wow, what you doing?
How you turn it down? Oh, the signs. What up, y'all? This is your boy DJ Storyteller here. This is Everything But Religion. I got two special guests with me tonight. My brothers. We got P Page right here and JG right here. Remember I said that we're bringing mental health to a more of an awareness other than just June. Because June is, shadowed by other things, yeah. We'll say that. Other things. So we're gonna keep this going. So this is part 2 of the men's mental health. But yeah, so this is where we at. So I think we were gonna talk about what time? Is that what it was? So
Time was the topic.
Yeah, so explain that more about that JG, because you brought up time.
It's a handcuff. It's a controller. It's always been created to control everyone underneath whoever it is controlling. Do you get to decide when you wake up in the morning?
I mean, by alarm clock.
You don't get to decide.
Well, you got to set that alarm because you got somewhere to be, right?
Yeah, true.
All but the weekend, and then probably still got to get up at some point.
You still got kids, little ones.
Absolutely.
So they don't,
I'm old and lazy. I get up whenever I feel
for
like.
me, it's someone that enjoys the majority of his 24 hours every day because I don't sleep a lot.
Same.
I'm an early morning person.
Yeah, you early riser, man. And make a time for all that.
I like to stay.
I thought you were an early riser too.
Only reason I early rise is to go to work.
No.
But boy, I ain't got to go to work.
I'm still up early.
Boy, I'm on my backside. He want to go build something, beat the sun to the table.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing that every now and then, but I really don't mind being lazy. Of course, I'm 47 and they young.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm
43.
I'll be 44 this year.
Yep.
A few months.
43. I promise you, I put myself through a lot of hell. I'm probably more like a
Paces.
63
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
as far as work and everything else. Yes.
But as you brought up in the thread that kind of started this whole conversation, you talk about how we are handcuffed by time, 100%. How we use our time. Where do we use our time? Yeah. Are Are we truly controlled by that time?
I mean, you feel accomplished after you've done 8 hours of work for somebody else. You made some money.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're done.
Yeah,
Your day's accomplished, right?
Yeah,
You did what
So
you're
you
supposed
feel
to do.
like you've done what you needed to do.
Mhm.
So if you decide to go home and sit on the couch and not do anything else for the rest of the day,
You should have that right. Or you earn that.
you've done what you're expected to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, but most of us don't do that when they get home.
What do they do?
Yeah, because those secondary expectations come in.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Especially if you're married.
Yeah, it is.
Because my wife gets off later than I do, so she doesn't expect for me to, get the kids together and be ready by the time she gets home, like take their showers or do their homework or even start dinner.
Yeah, but you
It's just
control
about-
that. But you control that.
Yeah,
You
I
know
do.
why?
Yeah,
Because you created that time.
yeah,
That's your fault.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
What I'm talking about is the time you don't control, or that you aren't in charge of. That's where we're slaves. You can't count that you had a family and got kids, or like myself, who's always had other kids come in the house and help, with situations and whatever else.
Yeah.
Without I've devoted my time, so I can't say, well, I'm handicapped by this kid. No, I'm if I'm handicapped, it's because of
Handicap
me.
yourself, right?
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
So, if that's the thought process, throw it out the window. What I'm talking about is what you don't control. And when you start to add that up, then you don't control any of the other time that you haven't made for yourself.
Yeah, you're right. You really don't. But
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have the ability to just up and not go to work.
No. You got bills to pay. Plain and simple. You up and not go to work.
So
You up and not come back.
Right.
yeah,
You know?
At least that's what.
Society says. We know you're a non-societal guy.
but that's,
It's the constraints we've been dealt with.
No,
Yeah,
it's also the fear that we put in ourselves, because at the end of the day, what we all forget is, without us,
Mhm.
there is no them.
Mhm.
Meaning, whoever it is you're clocking in and out for.
yeah.
So, you should be able to negotiate and control your time, and it be reasonable. What's the problem is we've gotten out of being able to have a reasonable conversation with people that, let's say, work ethic is subpar,
Mhm.
for real.
Mhm. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
See,
So we
that's
lose
why-
that ability. I think we should be able to have those kinds of conversations.
So the funny thing is, I'm gonna jump off your thought and play devil's advocate on it. You have that mindset, but you also have the work ethic of the older generation.
Yeah.
These new kids have the mindset that you have right now without the work ethic. So that's where you get your subpar labor force. They come in, I want to make this. I'm only gonna work these many hours. Y'all not gonna tell me what to do,
Mm-hmm.
but they ain't got your work ethic.
Yeah.
So now we in a quandary of,
No, we ain't. Bye.
yeah,
Next man up.
next man up.
Next
Constantly
man
searching.
up.
Constantly
Next man
searching.
up. Yeah, until you find it.
But it takes
It
that
sucks.
takes that thought process of what you're trying to say, which is valid. But it
Yeah.
takes that thought process and throws it out the window because these young folk can't handle that, man.
Nah.
Well,
They
at the end
can.
of the day, you have to have it. You got to be able to even have that conversation. And then just no Joe Schmo gonna come walk in off the street. My job just say, even have that
Let's have this conversation.
about.
Yeah.
You gotta work
about-
towards that
Yeah,
conversation.
not-
Yeah, earn that conversation.
I'm gonna have that
Yeah.
conversation with somebody that I've known over years,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and now, when it's time for that next move, that's when those conversations should be had.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting. I'm not gonna have a conversation with nobody off the street that's trying to get a job, like trying to get in.
Yeah.
Unless
That's the
unless
problem, though. You got college kids coming out,
I don't care.
coming in trying to kick
No,
doors
not
down.
in my
Hey,
spot.
I love what you do.
Hard work.
You come in, kick
Yeah,
doors
yeah.
down, go on back.
They don't-
Find some other doors
yeah,
kicked
they
down
don't
because
work.
I ain't got time for all that extra stuff
I
that you're
can't.
doing, you know?
I gotta leave early.
Mhm.
I can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, hard work is
show
gone
up
for
late.
the younger generation.
And this and that. And what do you do? But see, in our industry, it's not. They can't.
Yeah, because it's true hard work. It's
Yeah.
true hard work,
Oh yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like
yeah.
you die.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You lollygag around. You just float around where I work at. You die.
Same mind. You can get run over a forklift or
Anything.
Yeah.
There's too much going on, man. There's rail traffic, there's people traffic, there's all cranes, and there's all kind of shit going on. You can't be like that. So what's different at my work is we're in a different world.
Right.
Yeah.
So it weeds some certain things
If
out.
we're not in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
administration building,
Mhm.
if we're in the work, then we're in a different world in how we talk, act, and can be, because
Mhm.
if you're not that way, you're not going to survive out there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But and that's where my problem lies, which is probably a whole other conversation, with expectations from corporate America on the people that do all the work no one else can do or don't want to do.
Mhm.
Oh
Because at the end of the day, you can talk all the shit you want, but you can't get in there and fix that.
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh,
You
that's
can't,
it.
but I can.
Right.
Yeah.
And me doing that is the difference in you making, I'll use round numbers, like maybe
You
it's
use
true,
round
maybe
numbers.
it's not, I don't know, some of these big corporate places that I'm fully aware of how they do things.
Mhm.
They're losing $500,000 by the hour,
Mhm.
And don't care.
and you're bitching to me about
Pennies. On the
paying
dollar.
me double time
Mhm.
or time and a half.
Mhm. See, but you understand that. These kids have learned that, and they come in with that mentality of, I ain't got nothing to prove because I got that knowledge already. You not gonna do me wrong.
Well, they're valid in,
But you
in
ain't
my
work-
industry.
You ain't worked for shit yet.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're showing up,
Mhm.
and anyone that shows up to do that kind of work
Mhm.
should be able to live in this fucking world.
Yeah.
They should be
Oh,
able to
yeah,
pay
yeah.
rent.
No doubt,
Oh,
no
yeah.
doubt about it.
So in order to
No
do
doubt
that
about it.
as a single person,
Mhm.
then we got to think about it. For 20, I mean, let's use nephew as an example without
Right.
throwing his name and all that.
Right.
Dude, 18, 19, 20. Let's even say 20 years old.
Yep.
Right?
Mhm.
By yourself.
Mhm.
How's you gonna live if you ain't paying him
Good money.
$25, $30 an hour?
Right.
Yeah.
But in y'all industry, y'all do pay that. Y'all do pay good money. Like I said earlier, y'all industry kind of weeds people out. You know,
Yeah.
your industry kind of weeds
That's
people
what's
out
great.
too.
It does.
They
It
not,
definitely
they,
does, yeah.
you're not gonna get what I get coming in because you know we're gonna get a whole different set of people.
You got a lot of
They
people
they
that come
they
in
gonna
there.
they gonna come in. And,
Yeah.
"Yo, I already know that. Okay, well you know that. You go out in these streets, you might come up missing because you're too bold about yourself or whatever. You know.
So you think.
Rub people the wrong
Yeah.
way. You're too
So
bold
you-
about yourself.
Yeah.
So we think. So everyone thinks. But how much is your time worth? That's the question.
We've done enough experiments through
Right.
life, but we know this is true.
You're right, but why? Why do people act that way? That's the question that we don't ask, and it's because the time. What is expected from a job, even when you're not at that job,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you don't get paid for all the shit that comes with it. Everyone knows. Everyone that works, and this relates in all jobs, for the most part.
Mhm.
And if it doesn't relate to you, look down and look at the next level down. and it relates to those folks.
Yeah.
That what's required and what's given, and when you barely can live, how do you expect people to give a shit? You suck up to all their time.
Mhm.
Even when they're home, you bothering them.
Mhm.
You pisses them all off. And then it creates arguments at home with the old lady. No, I've watched more marriages get ruined through people in my line of work.
Okay.
I think we got like 3 guys right now at my work going through a divorce.
Damn.
All of them. 3 of them.
Jeez.
Marriage
I've
is
seen
solid.
some crazy mess.
Damn.
Women done some crazy mess. The guys that work all the time,
Oh yeah, true.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you gain? At the end of the day, I look at guys that are some of them 50, 60 years old that have reset and done life over twice
Gotcha.
and still live paycheck to paycheck now.
All right. So with that being said,
Damn.
when does the paper chase become a problem? Because all those,
But it's your job.
everything that you just said
quit your job.
could also be personal decisions that someone makes. You know,
Yeah,
y'all make good money.
absolutely.
You should be able to budget that money and handle the business.
You don't
Hold
get
on.
the choice.
Yeah, you do.
Your schedule 7/12.
As much as I agree with you, I'm gonna disagree with you on
Your
that.
schedule
All
7/12.
right.
Tell me how you work that out with your family.
At that point,
Or with your family, yeah, that's tough.
that's gonna be tough. But you pick everything around that. Your wife, everything that you pick. Like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate. It's not necessarily that I disagree with what you're saying,
No, I
but
got you.
there's an other side to the equation. You had your wife before you had this job, right?
Yep.
So your wife had to start conforming to the job at some point. There becomes that goal-driven thing of what are we trying to do as a couple, as parents? What are we trying to do with our kids? How are we trying to situate the rest of our lives? You and Christine have done an excellent job with that, you know. But there had to be a talk at some point where y'all set a standard, not just live willy-nilly like we used to, all of us used to do. Well, you know, just living for the day, living for the moment.
Yeah.
You started to have a plan that actually required you to be disciplined. You're a disciplined dude. We just talked about waking up in the morning, not wasting time. Me sleeping is wasting time. You getting up and getting stuff done, that's taking control of your time.
Yeah, but I still
Same thing with your work.
because I don't look at money the same way. Because
Don't.
I've been on both
Now,
ends of it.
now we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You get what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
Like,
Very true. Now we don't.
I honestly don't care, which is a different freedom that I live with even in my work life.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
when we go back to the mental health and men and we have this conversation, we can go down any rabbit hole and start with any topic and end up anywhere we want.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, until you know your self-worth, you're gonna be where you're at.
Oh yeah,
If
true.
that's where you want to be,
Yeah.
right? Or if that's where you think you're gonna be or should be, you can sit there and dream about it. But if you don't be about it, then what are you to do, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was talking
So-
about. What are your goals? What are you and your wife setting as a goal so that you're not paper chasing? I mean, look at me, bro. I work 2 jobs. I've been at my job for 24 years. I had a second job for 22 of those years,
Yeah,
21 of those
wow.
years.
Yeah, that's wild.
That was a paper chase. That was a paper. Could have did without, but didn't want to do without. That's just real talk.
Mm.
Was it good? It was good. Was it bad? Hell yeah, I'm old now. Can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You start to, like I said, you sit down with your wife and you start to see what really matters in life. As we all know, when we're young, we don't think about things like that.
No.
It's the last thing on our mind. It's always a paper chase. So we put ourselves, like you said, in that, let's put some big words out there, time continuum, where you start to just eat up time chasing money because you want this new, you want this new, you want this new.
That's how you lose yourself.
Lose yourself.
Yeah.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
We all 40 plus now. We ain't trying to lose ourselves.
No.
We trying to gain ourselves. That's when you talk about getting control of your time back. Go back to what I said at the beginning. We did it to ourselves, kind of. Corporate America don't help us. Capitalism don't help us. Government don't help us. They want us to do these things that we're talking about right here, but we fall right in the soup and we go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We want the best of everything. We was just talking about being in the country. That don't matter in the country, right? It's new for one day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Around the same people all the time. It's new for one day. But we we get ourselves into this motion of just chasing. I did it. I'm guilty of it. I'll go ahead and admit it. I wanted this because we set these goals that society has told us we needed to set.
A standard.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The standard of living.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we start wasting our time. You told me that. Why you work a second job? You seen me come off the overnight shift, get up, boom, go do my other job, come back, live life. Like we live life, and then go do it again. Killing myself, taking years off my life. Every time. Every time I did it, I took.
But what I think the part that's missed is the time you're taking from everyone else.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Very much
yeah,
so.
Yeah.
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 110%.
That same boat. When I was working at Eastern State, and then as soon as I get off of Eastern State, I go to Burger King until midnight.
Mhm.
And by the time I get off at midnight, Jalen's asleep. So I miss that time with him
Yep.
until the weekend when I'm off. And I felt like I missed a lot of time with him just because I mean, I don't think I didn't need to work the same job. I did it because it was extra money and I liked it. I was getting paid every week from
It was easy.
both jobs. Yeah, easy work. All I had to do at Burger King was go in there and clean.
And it gave you
I
an
had
opportunity.
no sandwiches or nothing. I go in there and clean and get out of there. So I was like, yo, it's easy money, yo.
Mhm.
When I should have been at the house with Jalen at the time. I mean, I know that sometimes I miss some things I missed with him, but I believe I made all that up too because he was with me the majority of the time. So, and y'all played a major role in that his upbringing too. Because if I wasn't able to bring him around, y'all at that time, I'd have been secluded. I'd been lost. I'd have been miserable because I wouldn't have had my boys with me.
Yeah, right.
To help me out with that situation because at that time they didn't know what autism was when Jalen got diagnosed with that joint.
But it's like we didn't understand. No one understood when my niece was born anything about little people either.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's like, of course, you don't think or worry about it unless it's affects you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Yeah.
And
that's
it don't
why
affect you
again,
until
that's
you go
why
to the
I always
outside
my
world.
time talking to folks
Yeah,
unless they're
yeah.
trying to educate themselves on
Bingo.
something. Now, if
Bingo.
you want to talk and laugh and joke and whatever, hey, I'm even with the best of them, I get it. A joke's a joke. I can joke on topics and know when somebody's genuinely joking.
Yeah.
It's all good. Everything is fair game in this
But when you
world.
pass that threshold of being
It's when-
disrespectful,
It's
Oh,
when
it's a
you
problem.
when you're
It's a
trying
problem.
to be funny
mhm,
and make people laugh
at the
in
expense of
front of
somebody
us
Yeah, it's a
that
problem.
deal with
Yeah,
those
yeah.
with people with those handicaps as the world would see.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I had a
But
lady
those-
say, look at Jalen like he's one of those special kids, ain't he? I was like, what did you say?
Yeah, it's 2024.
I was like,
I know you know better. You know what I'm saying? I know you know better.
Calm down. I was like, yeah, he's not, every kid's special. I'm like, at that time he was young, so every time somebody said something that I felt like was not I guess politically correct, and I would be bold. My blood would start boiling. I was ready to lash out on him.
Oh, I used to do it a lot with little people
Mm-hmm.
when I was young, because I was still in high school, of course, when my niece was born. So no one knew about it. The only thing they knew about it was like the little wrestlers
Yeah.
and or in the circus.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
if you was in a hip hop, you knew what
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
like
bring
when
it back
you hear that stuff
with
will
this
make you
right
mad.
here that we're talking about right here. As much time as we all wasted, and we can all say we wasted a lot of time. We all were there for our loved ones.
Yeah.
As we sit here and talk about these things that we have had to deal with, we were there for that. You know what I'm saying? I know me personally coming into your life, us. Yeah, and that's what I'm
Doesn't
going
mean
with.
we were all at the same moments,
Mm-hmm.
but we say it takes a village.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
of course
yeah.
when we're talking, of course we're talking about there's times where he, it dates back to where he's getting a ride from my now wife to
Mhm.
summer
yeah,
school.
yeah,
You
damn
get what I'm
right.
saying?
Hell yeah.
So
Hell
it
yeah.
gets back to we ain't eating unless y'all cook up some chicken and pick it up at closing time.
Yeah,
Like,
biscuits, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Ooh, that's you just
Yeah.
gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Thanks
So,
for
yeah.
artists.
that we can speak like that, but
Mhm.
we all know at the end of the day, I mean, I know how much of my family's life I miss
Mhm.
from work.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
always
yeah.
thought I was doing what
What
you're
was
supposed
best.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
facts. Same
uh-huh.
here, same here. Yeah.
Societal norm. Chasing
But
it.
if you
What's
ever
stable for
notice, especially with people from our generation, you know, born in the 70s, 80s,
Mhm.
I'll say, they give a lot because they've never were given.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
get a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I mean, I can't speak for everyone. I know there are some
That's
folks
how
that
I-
got a lot,
I
but
feel
I know
the
that
same.
like a lot of
Yeah.
my friends that I was around, we were the group that went to school and it wasn't much to talk about after Christmas.
Mhm.
What'd you get?
Mhm.
Tim's on my shit on my feet. What else? Yeah, Tim's on my feet. That's it, right? So we're not used to that. So giving feels better to us
Mhm.
than it does to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So that's what
yeah.
I know, me personally as a parent, I thought that me giving was making up because that's what was lacked in my world. We
Mhm.
didn't get nothing. We
Facts.
never, like you were gone working and we still never got nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. You ain't
We
lying.
barely, you know, in our minds as kids, when you say don't got nothing. When,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
extra. It's the being able to keep up with the Joneses and have your kids not ever have to worry about
Going to school and not having
sharing
what the other
clothes
dudes
or
have.
you shouldn't have to share clothes and have to
Yeah.
do them kinds of
Because
things.
I just
See,
thought
that-
about this the other day.
Go ahead.
Our kids will never know what Payless is. Like
Nope.
my kids won't.
Uh-huh.
Because there's no such thing that they're gone. So when we buy our kids, I mean, they wear Nikes and
Mhm.
Vans and everything else. You know, back in the day, I had Attack Forces, and I got made fun of them. They look like Nikes,
Right.
but like
Thank
again,
for dog.
the kids these days don't know about this shit.
Jordan.
Oh yeah, the voice, yeah, the voice.
look like
Yes,
the
sir.
damn non-slip in the
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
That's just like
The
tonics.
voice. Oh, they tonic. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I had the non-slip. The
Yeah,
tonics,
see?
all
There
black,
you
not,
go.
not good.
Yeah.
Like you see, executives. I played
Oh,
Black
yeah.
and Tony's boy because I ain't yeah, y'all boys was on them Jordans, man.
Yeah, I ain't
I'm
get a
from
pair of
Nelson
Jordans.
County.
He lived in the red clay.
We lived in the
Nobody
red
got
club.
nice.
Nobody cares about
Nah, I
that.
didn't get my first pair of Jordans when I was
Oh, yeah.
34.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't.
So you had some forces when you was playing in the Coastal League.
No, I had regular Nikes. I just
Yeah,
Regular
Duke.
whatever.
Yeah, it is.
$40
A&M.
Probably.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
place
right,
my Tony's came from.
Yeah.
My T-Bass wasn't buying the 99 though. I gotta get that 49.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
39, 99.
Uh-huh. As long as I had the soles and the Nike check on that, I was like, it's $40. I'm telling everybody I paid $100 for it.
That's all it counts.
That's it. Nike. They don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
But let me
Yeah,
ask you
it's
this.
different.
After you
That's
said
what I'm
that
saying.
real quick, so we look at where we are today and we look at where you're talking about. We have Christmas as kids. Was it as bad back then as it is now? It's an old man conversation. Because
What do you mean?
Yeah, as far as what?
kids were vicious in middle school. Middle school's always going to be vicious no matter
Yeah,
what era
No,
we're
you're
in.
right, you're right.
But
It's way worse
it's
now.
way worse now.
Yeah.
Because
It don't
kids
stop.
get joked for wearing the wrong Jordans.
No
bro.
doubt it
They
don't
do.
stop.
That's crazy.
That's the thing, but I don't. The only thing I don't understand about today's world, as far as bullying and cyberbullying, is turn the fucking computer off,
Yeah.
or just get rid of the app. Tell your parents get rid of the app.
But they
It's
can't.
that simple. Yeah, I know, but they want to be.
Block the
Now
person.
you got to know what's happening next.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
that's it. Man, who's talking
Why?
about you still?
Why?
That's
But
that's
that's
the
the
kids. That's
mentality. He's
what
right.
they got these days.
But that,
He's right.
but you, it's the old saying, man. You remember? You might not remember. I wasn't the good kid in class, so I always got told, you know, shut up and get out and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you listen to the teacher tell the rest of the class. He won't act like this if you don't have an audience. right?
Oh yeah. I've heard that with other kids,
Right.
Myself, but yeah.
True
I've heard
statement.
other kids. Yeah.
I heard
You
it
gonna do
myself.
that,
I was a good kid too.
but I was 50 Cent back then. That don't matter. I don't need an audience, bitch. I'm gonna keep going. It's just me.
Just
Until you
act-
throw me
just
out.
act
This is
ass
what
because
you
you
did.
act ass.
I'm just sitting in. No, I'm ADD as a motherfucker. I didn't know that.
Nope, because
They
everybody
should've let me
think about
smoke
no damn
weed in the
ADD.
morning. I shouldn't have bitched about it. They had me straight and quiet in class. But that's just, again,
Mhm.
it's strength. Anytime that I felt like you're handcuffing what I want to do,
Uh-huh.
it's my life.
Yeah.
If I don't want to sit here and listen to this bullshit about some old science or history class junk, man, to me that don't mean shit, right?
Mhm.
But if you do that, you're shunned. It was like back then, you're shunned. This is a fucked up kid.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
No, none of your friends can hang out with you
Mhm.
Yeah.
because you're the bad kid.
Yeah.
Why am I the bad kid?
Mhm.
I'm not the bad kid.
Mhm.
I
Follow
just don't want to
protocol.
listen to
Yeah.
this shit. It's my time,
Mhm.
right? So, I don't know, maybe because losing my best friend so early
Mhm.
makes you realize, like, it's that quick,
Yeah.
that it made it that much worse on me,
Mhm.
on how I view it, and why I'm so outspoken at work, always have been.
Mhm.
Like, when it comes to, I'm not gonna, even my parents, my parents will tell you to this day,
Mhm.
you have to tell me why I'm doing anything.
Mhm.
I need answers,
Yeah.
right? I don't mind doing whatever needs to be done,
Mhm.
but I'm not a salute and march kind of a person,
Yeah.
right? I have
Oh,
all
yeah.
the best intentions in the world, but if you can't understand that I know what I bring to the table and I know my worth, and either you want it done or you don't want it done, this is how it works with me. I don't bend, break, or change for anybody. And here's the difference.
You are not a salute
Here you
march
go.
guy. By any
I'm out.
means.
Yeah.
And I'll be
Any
working
means.
tomorrow.
Not a salute march guy. Know your work. Do the work. Your ideal, awesome. At your age, we got a lot of people out here in this world who just a little bit younger than us. And we all see it. Just a little bit younger than us with that same ideal with no discipline to go behind it.
At all.
None. That's reckless. That's
Yeah.
without that discipline, bro. Yeah, it becomes
They
reckless.
don't have anything to stand on.
Nothing to stand on. No foundation. They forget the foundation and forget all that. It becomes reckless.
I mean, if they
And
know what they're doing,
That's the
they're always
unfortunate thing
humble.
about where we are in society. If you look at it, we talk about the social media stuff. You want an audience, but you be reckless for an audience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch things up before you let you get back to your thought.
Oh no, I got it still in there.
Sexy red.
Just use the initial. That's that
We
clear
got-
example.
We got kids who have the same ideals you have, with no discipline, trying to live her lifestyle. Who baby mama that getting ready to be? You gonna wipe that and have that discussion?
She upsets me.
She's
But
like,
she
"Nah,
really
no."
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
after good roach.
Yeah.
Edit
But why play?
Nope.
Why? See,
We don't pay attention to it. I know what you're getting ready to say. We don't pay attention to it, but
I mean, but we also had that.
but them paying attention to it and them doing what they're doing,
Mhm.
I'm telling y'all, I don't know the world that we live in or that y'all live in. Like, I know the world that I live in.
Mhm.
It's very much in its own little bubble.
Mhm.
You know, I walk and move what makes me happy. But I don't see what's going on around me. You know, that's why I keep a pistol right next to me.
Just in case what goes
Yeah,
on.
dog, because I'm old school.
Mhm.
Like,
That
you
discipline
mind
I'm
your
talking
fucking
about.
business,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and I mind my business.
Yeah.
I don't need a smirk, a comment. I don't need
none of that
anything.
shit, yeah.
I just need you to walk like you a ghost, and I can't see you.
Right.
Because I don't see you.
But
or anyone.
nobody
I will
else
say
believes
hello.
that.
No.
I will say hello,
Mhm.
and out of
Keep it
courtesy,
moving.
just to be courteous with everyone. I open and hold doors for people. I yes ma'am and no ma'am older people that I feel that are older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
Respect.
Trust me, I get more crazy looks from doing things that people wouldn't expect me to do
Oh yeah. Oh my.
than
yeah.
anything else.
Oh, yeah.
And why?
When I feel like that's what everyone should do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yesterday I went to go get this stuff to put this thing, you know. I'm watching this old woman try to get this big fan off of the shelf at Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for a second, I'm like, there's a guy right there.
Yeah, but then that's crazy. But
And I'm like, yo, so I'm like, that's my mom.
Your grandma. Your aunt.
I hope it's not my grandma, because it's my grandma. Somebody should be with her. There's no reason she should be alone. Either way. But I don't know. I have the ability to see it like that, where I'm like, okay, how much energy, honestly, how much energy does it take to go? I literally was like, excuse me, man, you need some help? Or do you mind if I help you? Because, again, luckily she had her back to me. So she heard me before she saw me.
Yeah.
Which is great in my case, because I'm telling you, a lot of times it's like, no, oh, I'm good, and I'm like, I know you're not, I'm gonna watch you struggle. I'm not gonna take your purse. Please just let me help you. You know what I'm saying? But I helped her take 2 seconds. She just, thank you. We're going on about our business, right? I don't understand how people don't think that way. It's hard for me to understand. I know people do think that way, but I feel like they think it's soft if I do that. Or, why would I go help her?
No, you got more people out here that will do this right here and go, oh, she about to drop that shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She about to embarrass this going viral.
It's gonna go
That's
viral.
where we at.
I'm around.
But it's that non-disciplined lifestyle.
I hope I find out who your grandma or your mama is. I hope so. Because I'm going to watch her walk your ass around that house by your ear and beat you with a rolling pin.
Goddamn right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's, I know that people know the difference.
Right. But
They do.
That's
They, yeah.